Hello and welcome back to my post. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you're not improving in English, even though you really want to? You try to learn, but after some time you feel bored, you stop, and English feels too hard again? I understand. This happens to many people. You are not alone. Many English learners start strong but stop after some time. It's not because they are lazy. It's because they don't know how to stay connected to English every day. But today, I will tell you something simple and very powerful. If you keep yourself busy in English, English will work for you too. Yes, that's right. When you stay busy with English every day, when you listen to it, read it, speak it, and use it, little by little, English becomes your friend. It becomes easy. It becomes a part of your life, like your phone, your food, or your clothes. You will not even think, I am learning English. You will just live with it. So in this video, I will show you how to keep yourself busy with English all day in many different ways. These ways are easy, simple, and fun. You don't need a lot of time. You don't need a big plan, and they are perfect for beginners. I will share many small things you can do to keep English in your life. From morning to night, these things will help you speak better, understand more, and feel more confident. So stay with me till the end, and I promise by the end of this video, you will feel ready to make English your daily friend. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Why you must stay busy with English every day. Let's start with something very important. If you want to speak English well, you must stay close to English every day. Yes, every single day. This does not mean you have to study for 5 hours. No, not at all. Even just 10 minutes or 15 minutes a day is enough, but you need to do it every day. When you stay busy with English, you stay connected to it. And when you stay connected to English, your brain starts to learn faster. Think about it like this. When you learn a new skill, like cooking, dancing, or playing the guitar, you don't become good in one day. You practice again and again. You do small things every day. Slowly, your hands learn what to do. Your body remembers. It becomes easy. The same thing happens with English. When you listen to English every day, your ears get used to the sound. When you read English every day, your eyes learn new words. When you speak English every day, your mouth and tongue learn how to say the words. When you write in English, your brain learns how to build sentences. All these things happen slowly, but only if you keep doing them. Many people say, I want to speak English fluently, but they only study once or twice a week. Then they stop. Then they forget. Then they feel sad and say, English is too hard. But English is not too hard. You just need to stay with it every day, like a friend. Imagine if you meet a friend every day. You talk, you laugh, you enjoy. You become close. But if you only meet your friend once a month, you forget what to say. It's the same with English. Make English your daily friend. Talk to it. Listen to it. Use it. Even a little bit is good, but do it every day. Now let me tell you something interesting about your brain. Your brain likes patterns. It learns best when it sees or hears something again and again. So when you hear, "How are you?" every day, your brain remembers it. When you read, "I am going to school" many times, your brain says, "Ah, I know this sentence." This is how you become fluent, not by learning everything in one day, but by seeing small things again and again, every day. Let me give you an example. I know a student named Ravi. He wanted to speak English, but he didn't go to any English class. He didn't have any English teacher, but every day Ravi listened to English songs. He watched short videos on his phone in English. He talked to himself in English. Just simple sentences like, I am hungry. I am going to the market. I like this color. After 6 months, Ravi could speak English well. Not perfectly, but clearly. He could speak without fear. Why? Because he stayed busy with English every day. Another example is Aisha. She started writing one sentence in English every morning. That's all. Just one sentence. Today is a sunny day. I feel happy. I will go to work. She did this every morning after brushing her teeth. After 2 months, she started writing full paragraphs. Now she writes her full diary in English. She says, I never thought I could write in English, but I started small, and I didn't stop. You can do the same. You can listen to a short podcast while making tea. You can write your shopping list in English. You can watch one English video before sleeping. You can talk to yourself in English while walking. These are small actions, but they are powerful. Because when you do them every day, they become a habit. And habits are strong. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't forget to do it, right? Because it's a habit. You do it every day without thinking. You can make English a habit like that. When English becomes your habit, you will never stop learning. And learning will feel easy, not hard. So remember, you don't need a big plan. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to stay busy with English every day. Do one small thing, then another, then another. Your English will grow like a tree. Slowly but strong, step by step, day by day. Are you ready to begin this journey? Good. In the next chapter, I will tell you how to start your day with English. This is the best way to build a strong English habit. So stay with me, and let's keep going. Chapter 2. Start your day with English. Let's talk about your morning. Morning is the start of your day. It is also the best time to start your English. Why? Because how you begin your day can change how you feel for the whole day. If you start your day with English, your mind will stay in English mode for many hours. You will feel more confident and more ready to speak, listen, or read in English. And the best part is, you don't need any extra time. You can start with just 5 or 10 minutes in the morning. It's easy, and you can do it every day. So how can you start your day with English? Let me give you some simple tips. First, when you wake up, say good morning to yourself in English. Say it with a smile. Good morning. Today is a new day. This sounds very small, but it is powerful. When you say something in English as soon as you wake up, your brain starts to wake up in English too. You can also say, I am feeling good today, or I want to do my best today. These are positive and easy sentences. They help you feel good and help you practice English. Next, think about your day in English. Think about what you need to do. This is your to-do list. You don't need to write it. You can just say it in your head or speak it out loud. For example, today I will go to the market. I have to wash the dishes. I will call my friend in the evening. I need to study English for 10 minutes. These are everyday sentences. You use them in your own language all the time. Now try saying them in English. You are not adding anything new to your day. You are just changing the language you use in your thoughts. This helps you learn English without any extra work. Another easy tip: while brushing your teeth, you can listen to something in English. You can use your phone to play a short podcast, a video, or even just some English music. It can be something simple, like a morning greeting podcast or a daily word lesson. You don't have to understand everything. Just listen. Let your ears get used to the sound of English. Do this every morning, and your brain will slowly learn new words and sentences, even when you are not trying too hard. Then, when you are eating breakfast, you can use a small part of your time to watch a short English video, or read a few lines of an English story or news article. You can even talk to yourself while making breakfast. I am making tea. I like eggs. This bread is soft. These small sentences help a lot. You are using real English for your real life. Let's look at some more sentence examples you can say every morning. I am brushing my teeth now. I have to get ready for work. I want to wear my blue shirt today. I am hungry. Let's eat something. I will leave home at 9 o'clock. You don't need to memorize these. Just say what is true for you. Look around your room and speak. Talk about what you see, what you do, or what you feel. When you do this every day, your speaking becomes stronger. You will start to think in English. And thinking in English is one of the best ways to become fluent. Some learners say, "But I don't have time in the morning." That's okay. You don't need 30 minutes, even 5 minutes is enough. Say one sentence in English before you get out of bed. Say one sentence while you drink your tea. Think one thought in English while you get dressed. These small actions take no time, but they make a big difference. Why? Because you are starting your day in English. You are giving your brain a message. Today, we are using English. This small morning habit will help you feel more confident. You will start your day with English, and it will stay with you during the day. You will feel proud of yourself. You will feel like an English speaker, even if you are still learning. And when you feel proud, you want to do more. You will feel motivated to keep going. So tomorrow morning, try this. Say one thing in English. Think one thing in English. Listen to one thing in English. It's easy, it's simple, but it is very powerful. Start your day with English, and English will stay with you all day. In the next chapter, I will show you one of the best ways to practice English every day, by talking to yourself. You don't need a partner. You don't need a teacher. Just you and your voice. It's free and it works. Let's learn how in the next part. Chapter 3. Talk to yourself, and it works. Now let me tell you about one of the easiest and most powerful ways to improve your English. Talking to yourself. Yes, you heard that right. Talking to yourself in English is free, private, and you can do it anytime, anywhere. It's one of the best ways to practice because you don't need anyone else. You don't need a partner, you don't need a teacher, and you don't need to wait for a class. All you need is your own voice. You might think, talking to myself? Is that really helpful? Yes, it is. When you talk to yourself, you are practicing English in a very natural way. It's like having a conversation, but instead of talking to someone else, you're talking to you. And guess what? It works. It helps you think in English, learn new words, and speak more fluently. So let's talk about how you can start. First, talk to yourself about what you see or do. For example, if you are cooking, you can say, I am cooking rice now. Or if you are walking, you can say, I am walking in the park. If you are working, you can say, I am answering emails or I am writing my report. You see, this doesn't require any special time or space. You are simply describing your actions and surroundings in English. You can do it while cooking, cleaning, waiting for the bus, or even while brushing your teeth. Whenever you are doing something, say it in English. This is how you make English part of your life, even when you are busy. Here are some more examples of things you can say to yourself. I am drinking coffee now. I like this dress. I need to buy some vegetables. I will call my friend later. I am going to the gym in the evening. I have to study English tonight. By talking to yourself about the things you see, hear, and do, you are building your vocabulary. You are also getting used to speaking in English, which helps your brain remember new words and phrases. Over time, you'll start to use more complex sentences. You'll be able to speak in English without even thinking about it. Now, let's talk about confidence. When you talk to yourself in English, you don't have to worry about making mistakes. It's just you and your thoughts. This is your private practice time, and it's a safe space to make mistakes. And guess what? Every time you speak, even if it's just to yourself, you are becoming more confident in your English. You're getting used to forming sentences, and that will help you speak more clearly and easily when you talk to others. What about fluency? Talking to yourself helps with that too. Fluency means speaking smoothly and easily. The more you practice speaking out loud, the easier it will become. It's just like learning to ride a bike. At first it might feel hard, but after practicing a lot, it becomes natural. The more you speak to yourself in English, the more natural it will feel. You'll start to think in English instead of translating from your own language to English. Here's an extra tip. You can also talk to yourself about how you feel. For example, if you're feeling happy, you can say, I am feeling happy today. Or if you're tired, you can say, I am very tired. I need some rest. This is a great way to practice expressing emotions in English. It helps you learn new ways to talk about how you feel, which is very useful in everyday conversations. Let me give you some more ideas on how to use self-talk throughout the day. While cooking, I am cutting vegetables now. I need to add salt. While cleaning, I am vacuuming the carpet. The room is looking clean. While waiting for the bus, I am waiting for the bus. It's a nice day today. While doing errands, I am going to the store. I need to buy milk and bread. The more you talk to yourself, the more your brain gets used to thinking in English. You'll find that you start to think about things in English instead of your native language. This is a big step towards fluency. I know you might feel a little strange talking to yourself at first, but trust me, it's one of the best ways to practice. And it's completely normal. Many people, even native speakers, talk to themselves. It helps them think and stay focused. And for you, it's a perfect way to practice English without feeling shy or worried about making mistakes. Remember, this practice is for you, and no one has to hear you. You can do it anywhere, at home, in the park, in the car. The key is to do it often. When you talk to yourself regularly, you will see big improvements in your vocabulary, confidence, and fluency. In the next chapter, I'll show you how to use English during the day in simple, everyday activities. Whether you're out shopping, traveling, or just relaxing at home, there are easy ways to practice English all around you. Stay tuned for the next chapter to find out how. Chapter 4. Make English a part of your hobbies. Now let's make learning English fun. We've talked about how you can practice English in your daily routine, but what if you could practice English while doing the things you love? Well, you can. In this chapter, I'm going to show you how to connect English with your hobbies. So learning feels less like studying and more like enjoying your favorite activities. Everyone has hobbies, right? Whether you love music, cooking, drawing, sports, or something else, you can use your hobby to improve your English. And the best part? You're not just learning, you're having fun while doing it. First, let's talk about music. If you love listening to music, this is a great way to learn English. There are so many English songs out there, from pop and rock to jazz and rap. The next time you listen to your favorite song, try to pay attention to the lyrics. Listen carefully to the words, and if you don't understand something, look up the meaning. You can even write down the lyrics and practice singing along. This will help with pronunciation, rhythm, and vocabulary. Plus, when you listen to songs, you're getting used to hearing English in a natural way. It's a fun way to improve your listening skills and learn new words. For example, if you're listening to a song like Shape of You by Ed Sheeran, you can try singing along with the chorus, "I'm in love with the shape of you." Try to understand the meaning of the words and sentences, and if there's a word or phrase you don't know, look it up. Before you know it, you'll be using new English words from your favorite songs in your everyday life. Now, what about cooking? If cooking is your passion, why not make English part of your cooking routine? There are tons of cooking videos and recipes in English that you can follow. You can watch YouTube cooking tutorials, read English recipes, or even join cooking blogs. When you cook, try to describe what you're doing in English. For example, you could say, "I am chopping the onions," or "Now I will stir the soup." This is a great way to practice English and learn food-related vocabulary while doing something you enjoy. You can also try cooking with friends who speak English or watch cooking shows in English. Shows like MasterChef or The Great British Bake Off are full of English food-related vocabulary. You'll hear words like boil, bake, simmer, and season, which you can use when you cook at home. Before you know it, you'll be able to talk about recipes and cooking in English without thinking twice. Do you like drawing or painting? You can describe your artwork in English. Try to explain your creative process in English by saying things like, "I am drawing a picture of a tree," or "I used blue and green to paint the sky." You can also write a short description of your artwork in English, like, "This is a painting of the beach at sunset," or "I am drawing a cat using pencils." This will help you learn new vocabulary related to colors, shapes, and materials, and it's a great way to practice forming sentences in English. If you keep a journal or blog about your art, this is a wonderful opportunity to practice writing in English as well. You could write about the techniques you used, the inspiration behind your drawings, or the challenges you faced while creating your art. Not only will you improve your English writing, but you'll also have a collection of English posts that you can look back on and see how much you've learned. What about sports? If you enjoy sports, watching English-speaking commentary or following sports blogs in English can be a fun way to improve your language skills. You can describe the games you play, the moves you make, or the teams you support. For example, "I am playing soccer with my friends," or "I scored a goal in the game." This is an excellent way to practice using action verbs and sports-related vocabulary. One more idea is to create a hobby journal or blog in English. If you have a hobby you really enjoy, start writing about it in English every day or week. You could keep a journal where you describe your hobby or a blog where you share tips and experiences with others. For example, if you love photography, you could write about your latest photo shoot and the equipment you used. If you enjoy hiking, you could describe your favorite trails in English. Writing about your hobby will give you a chance to practice using English in a fun and creative way. The key here is to connect English with something you already love to do. When you make English a part of your hobbies, you'll be much more motivated to practice. Learning English doesn't have to feel like a chore. It can be a fun, enjoyable experience, whether it's through music, cooking, drawing, sports, or writing. There are endless ways to practice English while doing what you love. So, start today. Think about your hobbies and see how you can bring English into them. The more you enjoy your learning, the easier it will be to stay motivated and improve your English skills. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to use English in your free time, even when you're just relaxing or having fun. Stay tuned for the next chapter. Chapter 5. Create a small English world around you. Now that we've talked about using English during your daily activities and hobbies, let's take a step further and create a small English world around you. You might be thinking, but I don't live in an English-speaking country. How can I make English a part of my everyday life? Well, the good news is, you don't need to live in an English-speaking country to surround yourself with English. You can bring English into your environment, and I'm going to show you how. First, let's start with something simple. Labels. You can place English labels on things around your house. For example, put a sticker on the door that says door, the fridge that says fridge, or your desk that says desk. This way, every time you see the label, your brain will connect the word with the object. It's a great way to remember new words, and you don't have to do anything extra. You'll start recognizing these words without even thinking about it. The more you see these English words, the easier it will be for you to remember them. Another simple trick is changing your phone's language to English. If you're like most people, you spend a lot of time on your phone. So why not turn your phone into a tool for learning English? By changing the language of your phone to English, you'll be exposed to English all the time, even when you're checking the weather, reading messages, or browsing social media. This helps you get used to seeing and understanding English in different contexts, and soon enough, you'll know the English words for things like settings, notifications, or battery percentage. It's a small change, but it's a big help. Next, let's talk about sticking English notes around your space. You can write little reminders or words on sticky notes and put them on your wall, desk, or mirror. For example, you can write, "Don't forget to practice," or "I am getting better every day," or even, "This is my week to learn 5 new words." Motivational quotes in English can keep you inspired and excited to keep going. You could also write down English words that you're trying to learn and stick them in places you see every day, like the kitchen or bathroom. This way, every time you walk by, you'll see those words and reinforce them in your memory. A great idea is to keep a small English notebook with you. This notebook can be your go-to for writing down new words or phrases you hear throughout the day. Whenever you learn a new word or notice an interesting sentence in English, write it down. You can also write down the English translations of words that you know in your native language. The best part is that you can carry this notebook with you wherever you go, so whenever you have a free moment, while waiting for a bus or sitting in a coffee shop, you can open it and practice. Having this little notebook as a tool will remind you to keep learning, even in small, spare moments. Another way to create an English environment is by decorating your space with English items. For example, you could hang up posters or pictures that have motivational English phrases on them, or even put up simple vocabulary charts with common words like weather, colors, animals, etc. Having these visual reminders around you will make English a natural part of your environment. You'll be amazed at how much more you will absorb just by having English around you all the time. The goal is to make English feel like a normal part of your life, something you see, hear, and use every day, just like any other habit. By surrounding yourself with English in your environment, you'll make it easier to practice and improve. These small changes are simple but powerful ways to stay connected to the language, even when you're not actively studying. And the more you see and hear English around you, the more your brain will naturally start thinking in English. It doesn't matter where you live or what your schedule looks like. By creating your own English world, you'll always have opportunities to learn. You can surround yourself with English and make it a natural part of your day-to-day life. Little by little, English will become so familiar that it'll feel like a second language. So take a look around your home, your office, or your phone and start making small changes. Label things in English, set your phone to English, decorate with English reminders, and keep a notebook to write down new words. These little steps will keep you motivated and make English a part of your everyday life. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to use technology to improve your English and make learning more interactive. Stay tuned. Chapter 6. Use English to organize your life. Now, let's take a step further and talk about how you can use English to help organize and manage your daily life. English doesn't have to be something separate from your everyday tasks. In fact, you can use English as a tool to help you plan your day, set goals, and stay organized. The best part? You'll be practicing English without even realizing it. First, let's start with your shopping list. When you go to the market, what do you usually do? You write a list, right? Well, why not write that shopping list in English? Instead of writing apples, you can write apples. Or instead of milk, write milk. This simple habit will help you learn common vocabulary for things you buy every day. You can also practice useful verbs that you will need when shopping, such as buy, check, pay, and look for. For example, your list might look something like this: buy apples, pay for the milk, check if eggs are on sale, look for bread in aisle 5. This way, you're not only making your shopping list, but also learning practical English words that will help you in daily conversations. Next, let's talk about using English for your goals. Setting goals is important, right? But have you ever thought about writing your goals in English? When you write your goals in English, you're practicing your writing skills and learning how to organize your thoughts in the language. For example, you can write, I will read 10 pages of an English book every day. I will learn 5 new words today. I will practice speaking for 20 minutes every morning. By writing your goals in English, you are making English an active part of your life. You're not just learning it as a subject, but you're using it to reach your personal goals. It also helps you use action words like learn, practice, study, and achieve, which are all very useful in both speaking and writing. Another great way to use English is by planning your schedule in English. You can write down your daily or weekly plans in English. Instead of saying, I have a meeting at 3 o'clock in your native language, try writing, I have a meeting at 3 o'clock in English. You can also add details like, pick up the clothes at 5 o'clock, call the doctor at 10 o'clock, meet Jane for lunch at 12:30. This is a great way to practice time-related vocabulary as well as phrases that help you talk about your day. Words like meeting, appointment, lunch, call, finish, and start are common in everyday conversations, and writing them in English makes them easier to remember and use. Writing small things in English like your shopping list, goals, and schedule can naturally improve your grammar and vocabulary. You might not even realize it, but as you write more in English, you'll start to see patterns in the language. You'll learn which words go together, how to form simple sentences, and which verbs are commonly used in different situations. Over time, this practice will make your English sound more natural and will help you get more comfortable with grammar and sentence structure. So start with something simple. Write your next shopping list in English. Plan your next day or week in English. Write down a goal in English. You'll be amazed at how much you can learn just by using English to organize your life. In the next chapter, we'll discuss how to make English part of your social life. I'll show you how to practice English while talking to others, whether in person or online. So stay tuned. Chapter 7. Join the English-speaking world, online or offline. Now, let's talk about something very important for improving your English connection. One of the best ways to get better at English is by using it with other people. This means you need to find people to practice with, whether they're native speakers or other learners like yourself. Don't worry, it's easier than you think, and you can do it both online and offline. First, let's talk about online connections. The internet is a wonderful tool for learning English. There are many websites and apps where you can find language partners, join English learning groups, or even practice in English-speaking clubs. The best part is that these are all beginner-friendly and easy to use. Some popular websites to find language partners include Tandem, HelloTalk, and Speaky. These websites let you connect with people from all over the world who want to practice English or help you with English in exchange for your language. You can text, voice chat, or even have video calls. The best way to start is by sending a simple message like, "Hello, how are you?" and introduce yourself. This is a perfect way to begin a conversation without feeling shy. If you prefer something more structured, you can join online English learning groups or social media communities. Platforms like Facebook, Reddit, or even YouTube have many groups where people post in English, ask questions, and support each other. You can also join English-speaking forums like English Stack Exchange, where learners ask questions and help each other. You might be thinking, "But I'm still a beginner. How can I talk to people in English?" Don't worry. You don't need to know everything to start. You can practice simple phrases like, "Hi, my name is your name." "How long have you been learning English?" "I like reading books. What do you like to do?" These are simple, everyday questions that will help you start conversations with others. Even if you can only write short sentences, it's okay. The more you use English, the more comfortable you will become. Now, let's talk about offline connections. If you prefer to practice in person, you can join local language exchange groups or English-speaking clubs. These groups usually meet regularly and are a great way to practice English in a friendly environment. You can find these groups on platforms like Meetup or even by searching online for language exchange near me. You'd be surprised by how many people are looking for language partners. And don't be shy. Everyone is learning, and they will be happy to practice with you. Another way to practice offline is by finding an English-speaking friend. You don't need to find a native speaker. Someone who is also learning English will be just as helpful. You can practice together, exchange words, and even correct each other's mistakes. This is also a good way to create a more relaxed, supportive environment to speak English without the pressure of speaking to a fluent speaker. Remember, practice is key. The more you talk to others in English, whether it's online or offline, the better you will become. Don't worry about making mistakes. That's how we learn. Just start by saying simple things like, "Hello," or "How are you?" It's the first step to getting comfortable with speaking English. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to practice English in your daily life without extra time. I'll show you how to learn English while doing things you already do every day, like shopping, cooking, or even relaxing. So stick with me. Chapter 8. Use English to relax, not just study. So far, we've been talking about how to stay busy with English by practicing every day. But I want to talk about something really important now. Using English for fun and relaxation, not just for studying. Yes, you can enjoy English and still improve without the pressure of always feeling like you have to study. Let's break that study-only mindset. Many English learners think that they have to sit down and study grammar rules, read long textbooks, or memorize a lot of vocabulary. But here's the truth. Learning English can be fun, and it can happen while you relax. The more you enjoy learning English, the easier and faster it will stick in your mind. Let's start with movies and TV shows. Watching simple movies or TV shows in English is a great way to relax while still learning. Choose easy, beginner-friendly shows or movies with subtitles so you can read along while you listen. Animated movies or children's shows are perfect because the language is simple and the pictures help you understand the story. For example, watching Disney movies or shows like Peppa Pig can be both entertaining and educational. You don't need to worry about understanding every word. Just relax, enjoy the story, and let the language flow naturally into your mind. You'll start to pick up new words and phrases, and it won't feel like studying at all. You can even try watching the same movie or episode multiple times to help your brain remember the words more easily. Another great way to relax with English is by reading comic books or graphic novels. These books are filled with pictures that help you understand the story without needing to know every word. You can start with easy, colorful comic books, and over time, you'll find yourself learning new words in context. Plus, they are fun. You can even read comic strips online or in newspapers to keep your learning light and enjoyable. If you're looking for something even more relaxing, you can listen to bedtime stories in English. There are many websites and YouTube channels that offer free audio stories in English. These are usually slow-paced, clear, and easy to understand, which is perfect for beginners. You can listen to these stories before bed or while you're relaxing at home. Just let the English flow into your brain as you listen. For a more calming experience, you could also watch nature videos with English audio. These videos show beautiful scenes from nature, like forests, oceans, or mountains, while someone speaks in English. The slow, peaceful tone of the voice helps you relax, and you can learn about nature-related vocabulary at the same time. It's a great way to practice without feeling stressed or tired from regular study. The key here is to make English part of your daily relaxation time. Instead of thinking of English as something you have to study, try using it for fun activities that help your brain learn without extra effort. When you enjoy learning, it becomes easier, and your mind remembers the language better. This is because relaxation helps reduce stress, and a calm mind learns more effectively. If you're tired of sitting at a desk or doing heavy study, try using English in these enjoyable ways. It will help you feel more motivated and less stressed, which makes learning English a lot more fun. And don't forget, the more you surround yourself with English in relaxed ways, the more natural it will feel. Over time, English will become something you love to use, not just something you have to study. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to make English a habit that you use every day, even when you're busy. I'll show you how to keep your learning fun and easy so that it becomes a part of your daily life. Stick with me. Chapter 9. Make English your daily friend and keep going. We've come a long way, haven't we? You've learned many ways to keep yourself busy with English every day. You've discovered how to use English during your morning routine, how to talk to yourself in English, and even how to enjoy English while relaxing. Now, in this final chapter, I want to talk about something very important: how to make English your daily friend and keep going, no matter what. Learning English is a journey, and just like any journey, it has its ups and downs. Sometimes you might feel tired or you might miss a day of practice. That's okay. What matters most is staying consistent and making English a part of your daily life, forever. The first thing I want to tell you is that small steps every day matter more than big steps once in a while. Even if you only practice for 5 minutes a day, it's enough to keep moving forward. Remember, it's the consistency that counts. So even if you don't have a lot of time, try to do something in English every day, even if it's just listening to a song, reading a sentence, or thinking about your day in English. One powerful way to make English a part of your life is by setting small, achievable goals. For example, you can set a goal to learn 5 new words a week or to have 1 English conversation with a friend each month. The key is to make the goals small and realistic so you can easily celebrate your progress. When you accomplish a goal, no matter how small, take a moment to feel proud. It's a step forward, and every step matters. Sometimes life gets busy, and you might miss a day or 2 of practice. That's completely normal. Don't let one missed day make you feel like you've failed. It's okay to have setbacks. The most important thing is that you keep going. It's like riding a bike. You might fall off once in a while, but you get back on and keep pedaling. Each time you do, you get better and stronger. So, if you miss a day, don't worry. Just pick up where you left off. It's about making it a habit that sticks, no matter what. I also want to talk about motivation. Sometimes you might feel frustrated or impatient because learning English takes time. But progress doesn't happen overnight. Just like learning anything new, it's a slow process. But the good news is that you are improving every single day. Every time you read, speak, or even think in English, you are getting better. You are building your English skills piece by piece. So don't rush. Trust the process. Little by little, English will start to feel more natural, and you'll be amazed at how far you've come. And here's something I want to remind you. It's okay to make mistakes. In fact, mistakes are an important part of learning. Every time you make a mistake, it's a chance to learn and grow. So don't be afraid to speak English even if you're not perfect. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Remember, no one is perfect, and the only way to improve is by trying and learning from your mistakes. Lastly, I want you to feel proud of your journey. You've come so far already, and you should be excited about the progress you've made. Learning a new language is not easy, but you are doing it step by step. Keep celebrating every small achievement, because those small wins add up to big progress over time. In the future, you'll look back at your English journey, and you'll see how much you've grown. English will no longer feel like something you have to study. It will feel like a friend you use every day naturally. You'll start thinking in English, dreaming in English, and speaking it without even thinking about it. That's the beauty of learning a language. It becomes part of who you are. So keep going. Don't stop. Make English your friend and use it every day. The more you use it, the better you'll get. You've got this. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video has inspired you to stay consistent, keep learning, and enjoy the journey of learning English. I believe in you. So now you know. If you keep yourself busy with English, English will start working for you too. You don't need big grammar books or long study hours. You just need to make English part of your life, morning to night. If you liked this post, please comment on this post below. I make simple, helpful posts like this for people who want to learn English step by step. Tell me in the comments, which tip will you try first today? I love reading your answers and hearing about your journey. Thank you for reading, and I'll see you next time.